This is Red from This Building Matters, and this video will take you to a bank building in Highland Park that has ties to the Nation of Islam. For those of you who don't know, Highland Park is surrounded by the city of Detroit and has retained its own cultural identity and government. I put out videos like this every Friday, so please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's check it out.
Built in the 1920s, this building was originally an American State Bank of Highland Park branch. Numerous banks folded, were sold, or merged during the Great Depression, including the American State Bank of Highland Park, which was absorbed into the Highland Park State Bank, an operation set up by Henry Ford & Co. that would later fail too. After that, the structure's history gets murky for a couple of decades. In the 1950s, it was a VFW hall that hosted events for veterans, their families, and the community at large. After that, it became associated with the Nation of Islam. Muslims had been immigrating to Detroit since the decline of the Ottoman Empire, and in 1920, Highland Park had one of the United States' first mosques. Although the original house of worship would be short-lived, Detroit's Muslim heritage was only beginning. In the 1920s, Wallace Fard Muhammad arrived in Detroit, and the Poole family migrated from Georgia to Hamtramck. Muhammad garnered thousands of followers in Detroit for the Allah Temple of Islam, but was eventually kicked out of the city. Before getting the boot, he met Elijah Robert Poole, who soon became Kareem, and later the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Before W.D. Muhammad disappeared entirely in the 1930s, he changed the organization's name to the Nation of Islam. To this day, nobody knows what happened to W.D. Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad took over in Detroit and expanded the Nation of Islam, including creating the Muhammad University of Islam, which at one time occupied this structure. There were dozens of these institutions nationwide, but the program was pioneered in Detroit and Highland Park. At some point, this structure housed Muhammad Temple No. 1. I'm not sure of the interplay between Muhammad University of Islam and Temple No. 1, but the building was still in use as the latter in 1999. The school was run by Supreme Minister John Muhammad, brother of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who also studied under W.D. Muhammad. Unlike his brother, John stayed in the Detroit area, mainly Highland Park, and helped run Muhammad University of Islam and other aspects of the Nation of Islam. In 1996, he received the Spirit of Detroit Award, which is given to people or organizations that go above and beyond to improve Detroiters' lives. All the while, like many Detroiters, he worked a regular job at Chrysler. Supreme Minister John Muhammad died on May 3, 2005. He had 14 children. Since then, this structure has been empty. As time passes, there are fewer and fewer structures dotting the landscape of Hamilton Avenue, a once bustling thoroughfare. The demolition of this structure seems inevitable, however, that would be an absolute disaster. It's architecturally significant and has ties to some of the most important figures in the Nation of Islam's history, and that's worth preserving.
If you enjoyed this, please throw a like on the video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for a new video every Friday. Until next time, this building matters.